Okay, guys, so we're going to talk about the next body system, which is going to be the muscular system. So we know that there are 206 bones in the human body, but there are over 600 muscles in the human body. And all muscles can be divided into two types: involuntary, and voluntary. Involuntary means that they are muscles that move without you consciously thinking about it, like your heart. When your heart is beating, you're not sitting there going and beat now and beat now. Okay? It's something that you unconsciously do. So it is involuntary. Voluntary muscles are like, our biceps, triceps, lats, pecs, abs. They're muscles that we can control their movement. So, involuntary, you can't control things like your cardiac and your smooth muscle. Voluntary are things you can control, which includes all of your skeletal muscle. Now, as the word pretty much makes you think, skeletal muscle is the muscle that is found and linked to your skeleton. Smooth and cardiac muscles are going to be muscles that are found in specialized organs. So, skeletal muscle is voluntary. It is attached to the bones. It uses lots of energy and it is striated. You can always tell skeletal muscle under a microscope because you'll be able to see all the lines of the striation. Examples of these include your biceps, your tricep, your quads, anything you need. Smooth muscle is involuntary, which means, again, you cannot control it, and it is inside your internal organs. They use very little energy, and just like the name explains, they are not striated, they are smooth. This can include your stomach, your esophagus, your pupil. These are all smooth muscles. And then the last type is your cardiac muscle, which again is involuntary, and this is only located in your heart, and it does not ever get harder. It is probably one of the strongest muscles in your body. So those are the three types. You are going to need to know them: skeletal, smooth, and cardiac. Here's a picture of what they look like. You can tell that skeletal looks like kind of like a lot of straws linked together. They do have the stripes going across it. Smooth muscle, notice how you don't have the striation. It's very smooth. And then cardiac muscle. So know that when we use muscles, skeletal muscles are always going to be connected to the bones by tendons. And this is so that they can tire easily. Now, if you want to think about putting your lower arm up on our hinge joint like we talked about, you will contract your bicep muscle, but at the same time, your tricep muscle has to relax. Muscles always work in pairs to allow for movement to occur. If both muscles were to contract at the same time, your arm would stay straight. They would not be able to move. So as the bicep contracts, the tricep relaxes. If the tricep was to contract, the bicep would have to relax to allow your arm to go back straight. So as we talked about the skeletal system, ligaments are things that connect bone to bone. Tendons are things that connect your muscle to your bone. So muscles are the only thing that can contract, not bones, not your skin, just your muscles. And they always work in pairs. Okay, so let's talk about the ligaments and tendons. Like I said, ligaments connect bone to bone, like your patella, which is your kneecap, connecting it to your femur or your tibia and fibula. Tendons are what connect your muscles to the bone. Okay, so here you can see the tendon, and you've probably even noticed tendon if you've ever eaten chicken, like a chicken wing. There is that part of the meat, and then it kind of gets real thick and yellow. That's a tendon. And then what's connecting the two bones together is the ligament. So taking care of your muscles, of course, exercise is important in maintaining both muscular strength and flexibility. Exercise makes individual muscle cells grow wider and thicker, which makes your muscles bigger. Strengthening decreases the chance of damaging your muscles, and always eating a good diet. Okay, so this is where we'll end, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.